You're sitting in an airplane. You hear the powerful roar of the engines. The plane speeds down the runway and lifts into the sky. That power feels strong and safe. But what if one of those big engines suddenly stops working? That idea can be scary. The truth is, airplanes are designed for this exact possibility. They are built with many safety layers, smart science, and pilots who train for this all the time. So how can a heavy plane keep flying with only half its power? The answer is a cool story about smart building and calm practice. Modern aviation safety is proven in real-life events where pilots expertly handle engine failure. One famous example is US Airways Flight 1549, dubbed the Miracle on the Hudson. In 2009, shortly after takeoff from New York, the Airbus A320 struck a flock of geese, losing all engine thrust. With no power, Captain Chesley Sullenberger and First Officer Jeffrey Skiles used their extensive training. They glided the aircraft and performed a successful emergency ditching on the Hudson River. All 155 people on board survived, saved by precise flying and rigorous emergency procedures. Another remarkable case involved a Boeing 777 operated by British Airways. In 2015, one of its engines failed over the Nevada desert. The pilots followed their checklists, secured the engine, and flew for over an hour on the remaining engine. They made a safe, smooth landing in Las Vegas. This incident showcased the aircraft's certified capability for extended single-engine flight. These stories are powerful reminders. They show how robust design, redundancy, and calm, practiced pilot skill work together. This system turns potential disasters into stories of remarkable safety and survival. Every big passenger jet is certified or officially approved to fly safely on just one engine. This is not just a hope, it is a strict rule that airplane makers must prove. Before a new two-engine plane can carry people, it must pass hard tests. It must show it can take off, climb, and keep flying for hours, all on one engine. Engineers know exactly how the plane will act in this situation. Pilots have all the numbers, like the safe speeds to fly. This careful planning turns a surprise problem into a situation the crew knows how to handle. Think about the worst time for an engine to quit. Would it be worse high up or close to the ground? For pilots, the hardest moment is during takeoff. The plane is low, slow, and heavy with fuel. This is when every bit of power matters. To handle this, every takeoff is carefully planned. Pilots figure out two important speeds before they start moving. The first is called the decision speed. Before reaching this speed, they can stop the plane on the runway if something goes wrong. After this speed, they must keep flying, even if an engine fails. The second speed gives enough lift to climb and clear any obstacles using just one engine. This careful math is a safety net for every takeoff. The biggest problem when an engine quits is not a lack of power, it is a sudden tug to one side. With thrust from only one wing, the plane wants to turn and tip toward the dead engine. This pull is called asymmetric thrust. So what is the pilot's first job? The most important thing is to fly a specific safe speed. This speed makes sure the controls work. The pilot must push hard on a pedal called the rudder. It is on the same side as the good engine. It's like steering a bike with your feet. This action straightens the nose and keeps the plane flying straight. It takes strong leg power, but it is the main way to stop the turn. After the plane is flying straight, the pilot follows a simple mental checklist. It's easy to remember with the letters FSA. First, F is for figure out. The pilot must identify which engine failed. In a loud cockpit, they check the instruments to be sure. Next, S is for secure. The pilot shuts off the fuel to the bad engine. This prevents a fire. On planes with propellers, they also feather it. This means turning the blades so they slice through the air easily, reducing drag. Finally, A is for adjust. The pilot sets the good engine to the right power, raises the landing gear, and adjusts the wing flaps. This checklist turns a big emergency into smaller, easier steps. Did you know that on some twin-engine planes, losing one engine is trickier than losing the other? On older planes, both propellers spin the same way. This made the left engine the critical one. Losing it caused a stronger tug. But how do newer planes fix this? Many modern planes use a smart design. They have counter-rotating propellers. The left propeller spins one way and the right the opposite way. This clever trick cancels out the critical engine problem. Now the plane handles the same no matter which engine stops. This makes everything simpler and safer for the pilot. While pilots manage the problem, the plane is built to help them. The main idea in building these planes is redundancy. This is a fancy word for having a backup. Important systems like power and hydraulics have two sources. If one engine fails, its systems switch to the good engine. Also, wings are built to make much more lift than the plane needs to fly. This extra lift reserve is what lets the plane climb slowly on one engine. The plane itself is a strong partner to the crew. What actually keeps a plane in the air? It's the flow of air over the wings. Even with one engine, that doesn't change. The remaining engine provides enough thrust to keep the air moving and maintain lift. A twin-engine plane on one engine is like a strong single-engine plane. It might climb slower, but it's still perfectly flyable. The wing doesn't know an engine failed. It only knows that air is moving over it fast enough. That's why flight is still possible. Pilot training is where everything comes together. Long before a real problem, pilots practice for hours in flight simulators. These are like super realistic video games. They copy the sights, sounds, and feelings of flying with one engine. In training, pilots face fake failures at the worst times. They practice the rudder pedal push. They run the FSA checklist over and over. They do this until their actions become automatic. This training builds muscle memory. In a real event, their body knows what to do. This makes calm action a trained skill, not just luck. What about the engines themselves? They are amazingly reliable. The chance of a major failure is very, very small. Jet engines are built to be tough. They're tested by having frozen chickens fired into them while running. They are also watched closely. Thousands of sensors check their temperature and vibration during flight. Computers can spot a small problem long before it gets big. Great maintenance is the most important safety step. Mechanics follow strict schedules to keep engines running perfectly. In the extremely rare case that both engines stop, there's even a plan for that. A big jet can glide very well without engine power. From a high altitude, it can glide for over 100 miles. The pilot's job is to guide it down safely, like a glider. They would also try to restart the engines using the wind. Pilots train for this too. This shows the main idea. For every situation, there is a plan and a backup. So, the next time you board a plane, you can listen to the engines with new understanding. The ability to fly safely after an engine failure is not luck, it's science. Wings only need flowing air. It's smart design. Every two-engine plane is really two planes in one. It's expert training. Pilots practice until their reactions are automatic. And it's great machines. Engines are built to be incredibly reliable. These layers all lock together. If one part has a weakness, another part is strong. The sky is a carefully managed place. Your journey is one of the safest you can take. So, the next time you hear that engine roar, maybe you'll think about all this hidden science and training. You'll know that the sky is full of plans, backups, and pilots who have practiced for this moment 1,000 times before. It's not about hoping nothing goes wrong, it's about knowing exactly what to do if it ever does. Hey, if you found that dive into airplane safety interesting, it would really help us out if you gave the video a like. It lets us know what kind of stories to tell next. If you're new here, consider subscribing so you don't miss the next one. And if you know someone who gets a little nervous flying, maybe share this with them. It might just make their next trip a bit smoother. Thanks for watching.